Children, today we will start the fourth part of our chapter Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. In first three part, we saw that a man met Bipin Babu and he told him about his Ranchi trip. But Bipin Babu forget that trip and also that man. What happened after that? We will read in this part. In the last part, Mr. Chaudhary consulted to Dr. Chanda and he advised him to make a trip to Ranchi again. Maybe after that he get his memory back. Getting off the train at Ranchi next morning. Next morning, Bipin Babu reached at Ranchi. He realized at once that he had never been there before. Now he again realized that he had never come here. He came out of the station, took a taxi and drove around the town for a while. After coming out from the station, he took a taxi and take a round of the town. He realized that the street, the buildings, the hotels, the bazaars, the Muradabadi hill, with none of these had he the slightest acquaintance. It means the hotel, bazaar, building, everything was new for Bipin Babu. Would a trip to the Hudru Falls help? Now he was thinking, if he went to Hudru Falls, might he remember something? He didn't believe so, but at the same time he didn't wish to live with the feeling that he hadn't tried enough. He was thinking it was not beneficial for him, but at the same time he was thinking that he had not tried. So he arranged for a car and left for Hudru in the afternoon. So he arranged a car and went to Hudru in the afternoon. At 5 o'clock the same afternoon in Hudru, two Gujarati gentlemen from a group of picnickers discovered Bipin Babu lying unconscious beside a boulder. At the same afternoon in Hudru Falls, some Gujarati picnickers found Bipin Babu was lying fainted near a rock. When he came round, the first thing Bipin Babu said was, "I am finished. There's no hope left." And when the Gujarati gentleman came near him first time, Bipin Babu said to him that he was finished. There was no hope left for him. Next morning, Bipin Babu was back in Kolkata. Next morning, Bipin Babu came back to Kolkata. He realized that there was truly no hope for him. Now he was completely hopeless because he can't recollect the memory of his Ranchi trip. Soon he would lose everything, his will to work, his confidence, his ability, his balance of mind. Was he going to end up in the asylum at? Now Bipin Babu was thinking that his last time would spend in an asylum. Asylum is a place where mad persons are kept. It means Bipin Babu was thinking that he was going to be mad. Bipin Babu couldn't think anymore. Now he was unable to think anything. Back home, he rang up Dr. Chanda and asked him to come over. When he returned home, he called Dr. Chanda and called him. Then after a shower, he got into bed with an ice bag clamped on his head, and after taking the shower, he went to his bed and kept a ice bag on her head. Just then the servant brought him a letter which someone had left in the letter box. Then his servant came with a letter which he got in the letter box, a greenish envelope with his name in red ink on it. It had a green envelope and his name written by red ink. Above the name it said urgent and confidential, and above the name of Bipin Babu there was written urgent and confidential. In spite of his condition, Bipin Babu had a feeling that he ought to go through the letter. The condition of Bipin Babu was not good, but he was still thinking he should read the letter. He tore open the envelope and took out the letter. He took out the letter from the envelope. This is what he read, and he started reading. Dear Bipin, I had no idea the affluence would bring about the kind of change in you that it has done. The writer of the letter is saying to Bipin Babu that he had no idea that affluence means wealth or the money would change him. Was it so difficult for you to help out an old friend down on his luck and ask him a question that it was difficult for him to help his old friend at his difficult time? I have no money. Now the writer is saying that he had no money, so my resources are limited. So he had limited resources. What I have is imagination, and the writer of the letter had imagination, a part of which I use in retribution of your unfeeling behavior, and a part of his imagination he used to punish him. Well, you'll be all right again now. A novel I have written is being considered by a publisher. If he likes it enough, it will see me through the next few months. Now, the writer is saying to Bipin Babu, he would be all right again. He had written a novel and publisher considered it, and if he liked it, would be published in few months. Yours, Chunni Lal. And this is the letter of Chunni Lal. Now, student, you will understand the story that it was Chunni Lal, the friend of Bipin Babu, who used his imagination on Bipin Babu because Bipin Babu didn't help him in his difficult time. When Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu said, I am fine. When doctor came, now Bipin Babu informed Dr. Chanda that he was fine. It all came back as soon as I got off the train at Ranchi. Now he told Dr. Chanda that he got everything when he got out from the train at Ranchi. A unique case, said Dr. Chanda. I shall certainly write about it in a medical journal. Now Dr. Chanda said Bipin Babu that I got a unique case and he will write about it in a medical journal. The reason why I sent for you, said Bipin Babu, is that I have a pain in the hip from a fall I had in Ranchi. If you could prescribe a painkiller. Now Bipin Babu said Dr. Chanda that I called you because I got a fall in Hudru and he had pain in his hip. So prescribe a painkiller for that pain. I hope you will understand the story that Bipin Babu never lose his memory. It was the trick played by Chunni Lal with him. As he didn't help him in his difficult time.